This is Duncan Turner from the Vagina Doctor podcast. Welcome to the Consult With Me segment where we take a deeper look into our most frequently asked questions. But what do I know? I'm just a vagina doctor.
So our Consult With Me today now is going to be about something we have discussed a lot on the podcast. And a lot of people are talking about right now, and that is intermittent fasting.
And exactly what does that mean? That's the question.
Well, it means something different to everybody.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Yes,
right.
It does. So take it away.
Fasting is a time where you're not eating or drinking anything other than water. And although it could be water as well, you could include it, but that's not what we're really talking about now because we want people to remain hydrated. So you're stopping eating for a while for various reasons. A cleanse of the body, making it easier on the body to recover from certain things, and it means different things to different people. That can vary. The time of fasting, we all fast from the time we go to sleep, maybe a bit before that, until the time we wake up or a little after that. And that's a fasting period that everybody does, or almost everybody does, almost every day. And that's looking at, 8 to 12 hours. What we're trying to do now, because of the health benefits that have been clearly outlined by fasting habits, is to try to extend that 12-hour period to more like 16 or 18 hours, and every day. And so the purpose of doing this is when the body is eating and metabolizing food, it's working hard and it's getting all of the nutritional value out of the food, it's placing it in the right place for the body. All that is work for the body. So what we want to do is to compress that into a certain time, such as 6 to 8 hours. And so the rest of the time, your body has time to recover. And for some people, it's easy. And I'm fortunate and it's fairly easy for me because I'm not hungry in the morning. So I can have my last meal at night and maybe finish eating by 8 o'clock. And it will be noon the next day before I have anything to eat. And so, and that's a 16-hour, isn't it? 16-hour fast. I don't have difficulty with that as long as I'm working. But if food's around, I love breakfast. It would be great. And so, once or twice a week, I will have breakfast. But the rest of the time I don't. Yeah. And I'm, by noon or by 2, I'm getting pretty hungry. I'll have something to eat then, and then I'll have a fairly early dinner, and I've compressed it in that time. That's one method and people can start by doing that, by doing it for the 14-hour fast. 12 is what most people are doing anyway. If you push it to 14 or 16 or even 18 hours between the time that you eat your first meal and actually the time that you finish your last meal and start the next meal, is that period of time, which we take at night when we're sleeping, which it makes it easier to do. So then intermittent fasting could be, let's do it for 24 hours. But we're not going to do that every day, or we're not going to do it every week. Mm-hmm. Let's do it for a day, once a week, or 2 days, once a week, or let's do it for a week. Some people do that. And whatever they like to do or is easier for them to do in their lifestyle. Yeah. And it's really just as simple as that. It is shown to help with weight loss, help with glucose metabolism, help with preventing cardiovascular disease. It's just a healthy thing to do. It's associated with health span, longevity, in a healthy way.
Well, some people do it for reasons like their skin is bad. So they're going to stop. They're going to fast for a few days to clear up their skin. So how does that mechanism work? How does that?
Well, I think that what they're trying to do is to avoid the toxins that are causing the problem. And so letting the body heal itself, because that's what the fasting period is. It's a question of, as I said earlier, it's a question of the body healing itself. It's recovering from whatever else is going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do it forever or you're going to die. It's just, but it can be very helpful and it's a good habit to get into, but it's not something that one should be stressed about.
Yeah.
Because the stress will be more damaging than anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I see the benefits of it. When I do it, I don't do it regularly, but I do it a few days in a row here and there.
What's been interesting for me is having a continuous glucose monitor and watching what happens when I'm fasting all the time. For that length of time. And my body is from a glucose metabolism basis, absolutely stable in that time. And it's my blood sugars are level, my brain's getting what it needs, and that's excellent. And it's interesting to see what happens with blood sugar when you're exercising too, because exercising and fasting may take a little bit of organizing to be able to do two at the same time. Because a lot of people like to eat either before they exercise or after they exercise, so they potentially have more energy. But whatever works for the individual is one. But regular fasting is very healthy.
Thanks for listening. And if you have more questions, please let us know, either by email or DM us on the Vagina Doctor podcast.
See you in the next episode. The Vagina Doctor podcast. It all starts here.